What's up, everybody? Soul Body Meta. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody that's here, appreciate you for being here. What I want to talk about today, I didn't know I was going to have this bigger board, and I'm getting better at this. So now I'm going to start listing my notes out. I thought I was going to have the little board as before. So I was going to do it right now, but I said I'm just going to go on the fly because I care about the information. We'll get to that. I'm going to get better at that. But the information I got for you, I think today is useful. And it is human beings see what we want to see. Or this is better put by Clive Lewis, who said, what you see and what you hear is largely dependent upon where you're standing and who you are. I'm gonna bring that back like a DJ because I thought what you see and what you hear was dependent upon your eyes and ears, right? I mean, it is, kind of, but what's happening and what's going in there? What is sight? What is hearing? Remember last time I was talking about vibration? Ain't that hearing? If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? I'm asking.
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
No.
It makes sound waves, but there's no one there to hear it.
Everything's a relationship. Even hearing. Eyesight the same. Light's coming in your eye, kind of breaking off a little bit, and then going back out. So really you looking at me, you think you're looking at me, but this is an image in your head projecting out into the world. You see what I'm saying? So we see what we want to see, or like he said, what you see and what you hear is largely dependent upon where you're standing, which means your outlook and who you are. We spoke last week, the last 2 weeks, about the power of the subconscious mind. I'm gonna go back to that at one point in time because it's so powerful and it's eternal. You can never stop talking about that. This right here is related to the subconscious mind. What I want to talk about today is called a paradigm. Does anybody know what a paradigm is? Anybody ever heard that word before?
I heard of a paradigm shift.
A paradigm shift. What did you hear about the paradigm shift, if you don't mind sharing?
Change your consciousness.
Yes. The paradigm, we spoke about the subconscious being, doesn't know words, right? It knows feelings, emotions. The subconscious is what operates 90 to 95% of us. So people, we heard that message, right? Y'all like that message. Wifey told me, she said, I like that message. That's with the iPhone and the apps. But then a skeptic like me will watch the message back and say, well, where's the subconscious besides what its intake getting its system to operate from? We know it just operates off raw impulse. It's reactive. Conscious mind takes in logic and discerns, not the subconscious. That's just, so what's causing the, I like to use sound effects. What's causing that? The paradigm. The paradigm is the operating system. Just as I use the subconscious mind, being the phone and the apps and all of that, this would be the operating system, the iOS on the iPhone. This is the system that constructs within the subconscious to operate through. It would be like subconscious. The word sub means substitute. So your mind not there, your subconscious there. Subconscious mind is in place, so your conscious mind can do other things. So this would be like you have a teacher for your school. She can't show up or he can't show up. So then the substitute shows. The teacher will be the conscious mind. The substitute will be the subconscious mind. The substitute's brain will be the paradigm. Does that make any sense? The substitute teacher's operating system. What's the substitute teacher going to do when they're filling for the class? That's going to depend on what's going on in here. It's subjective to whoever that teacher is. So whatever the paradigm is, it's the same way. Whatever you construct within the subconscious is what it operates reactively through. You with me? All right, bet. So we on the paradigm. That reflects an idea. We don't see things as we are. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. What I meant to write there, I messed up right there too. I got to do better. My typos. How you doing? What I meant to write there is we don't see the world or things as they are. We see things as we are. Now, I don't know about you, but that's wild to me. Because I think I know what I see. I ain't going to even, I be learning, when I first started learning this stuff, I could have took the mindset of like, oh yeah, this is, the real logic. I'm here teaching it now, but I wasn't in teacher mode when I read it. It kind of hurt a little bit. I'm like, damn, I can't see myself. The eyesight is what you use to see. Can your eyeball see itself? If your eyeball could talk, wouldn't you think your eyeball is ridiculous if your eyeball told you about itself and the sight that it's using to see? That would be ridiculous. Like, how you know? Everybody see what you're doing, but we can't see what you see either, so it's valuable. It's most valuable to you, but it ain't the whole story. But our paradigm doesn't do that, or our operating system within our subconscious mind. So that's what I wanted to go through with that. And then I said, well, that would lead me to ask the question, what builds a paradigm? The same thing that builds the subconscious mind. Your experiences, what you do, images. You say, well, you say the subconscious mind doesn't know words, and why would people do affirmations? I went over that with the vibrations, but I'll do it in another way, or a better way, easier way to understand, because it understands images. So what you do is, when you take in information, when you're looking at me right now, when you're hearing words, that vibration, my vocal cords, all this is a relationship going on. When you hear that, you take it in and you digest it. Much as when you eat food, your digestive system takes out what you need and gets rid of the rest. You have a, let's just say mental or spiritual, however you want to look at it, digestive system. And everybody's subjected to how they live their life and what they do. That's why everybody can get the same information and get different things out of it. It's the lens that we see life through. Anybody ever heard the term rose-colored glasses?
I heard it for the first time like yesterday.
Yeah, they say that's good. That might have been significant to something. Rose-colored glasses is symbolic to seeing everything rosy. Right? I'll just go ahead and hop to the chart too. I had it down my list, but I remember now. Let me hop in there. Seeing everything rosy. Now this is a circle right here. This is going to symbolize the paradigm. I'll tell you why it's split into two halves in a minute. Right now I just want to talk about the top half, this red part right here. This is to symbolize seeing things in a rosy perspective. We call that being optimistic. What is wearing the glasses? The rose-colored glasses. The subconscious mind is wearing the rose-colored glasses. The rose-colored glasses is the paradigm. Does that make any sense? So what you see, if you're seeing everything rosy, that's going to get into your subconscious mind. And that's going to be how you react to life. That's why those people, even though we think, man, why are you so cheerful? They can't understand us like we can't understand them. They get hurt. They get their feelings hurt just like you. They feel all the same things, but they see life rosy. So they respond to it different. I'll go to that word in a minute. But if you see life, what color is that? What do y'all know associated with that color? Sadness. Anything else? Water. R&B, what's that?
Like blues.
Rhythm and blues. What about what B.B. King made? The GOAT. That's blues. So what if somebody has this paradigm? People who had this paradigm, I like to say, let me grab me a marker. People who had this paradigm, I'll just grab a bunch of them because I don't know which one worked. People who had that paradigm, they say they're, told you. Does this one work?
Yeah, that one works.
They say they're whiners. I got terrible handwriting. Just get used to it. W-I-N-E-R-S. Whiners. I like to say you see the difference? Why me? Why just? It's all. I ain't mean. I was just trying to do the right thing. Come on, I'm supposed to not laugh. Don't make me laugh. Man. Hold on. I was just trying to. The worst things seem to always happen to me. But I told you how the subconscious work in the last part, right? And the vibration and how you attract. That's why I scream I'm a genius. What you attract, what you attract. So imagine that this is your paradigm. I wonder why things keep happening to you. Or this one. Now this is black, and we don't want to play semantics here for anybody that's a viewer at home or in the room. We know what I mean. I'm talking about the color, because what I'm about to say is take the B off the word, and what you got? Lack. Lack. This paradigm right here is dark. I just got to get to the. I don't got nothing, bro. Life is. I just got to. What's up, bro? How you doing? Shit, bro. Just got to get to the bag, bro. Just got to get to this money, bro. That's what it's all about. Ain't that right? When people ask questions like that, I told you, pay attention to everything that's being said. That's confirmation. People will argue me down and say it's not. I say, why you say it if it's not? Ain't that right? That's how it is, huh? That's real out here, ain't it? Why you had to say that, ain't it? If it's real for you, it's real for you. You need me to confirm it? Because this paradigm It goes into what I want to talk about here. Notice they're the same letters. And this paradigm goes into what I talk about here. Now, people who see, this is meant to be yellow. So that's why I wrote that white there. We don't have a yellow. People who see things green, what do you think when you think green? No funny people in here. Growth. Good. Yeah, just whatever. Anything that come to mind. Why? Think about these things. Why do these things come to your mind when you think of these colors? If they're just colors. For anybody that's ever heard of the chakra systems, the heart chakra is green. And for anybody that think that's nonsense, if you eat green leafy foods, it improves your heart. It lowers heart risk, clears out the arteries so they function properly. Just saying. So anybody who sees this, I like to say, is the loving paradigm. These are the people that usually get taken advantage of, and we can't understand why. But whatever you think heaven is, those are the ones probably in first place on their way there. Just saying. The difference is, and why I split these into two, I like to call this same as glass half full. Glass, what did it say? If you see the glass half empty, half full, same thing. This is the optimistic side. This is the pessimistic side. But I like to say this better. This is reaction, reactability. People who think on this paradigm react to life. Shit happens to them, and then they decide what they're going to do based on their mindset, which is dangerous if their mindset, or at least their paradigm, is not rooted in something positive. We know it's not rooted in something positive if this is a start. But what's going on with their consciousness? What are you intaking? They still don't have a fighting chance, but they kind of can at least throw a punch and not go out in the first round, right? Reacting to life. These people up here realize that they have the ability to respond to life. They got the ability to they're able to respond to life. They're able to, they got the ability to, responsibility. Responsibility. Remember, I talk a lot about etymology and breaking words up. Do this as you read. Do this as people talk to you. If you want to be crazy like me. This is what I do. Responsibility is realizing your ability to respond to situations. Because we don't see life as what's really happening. We all have different ways of seeing life. But the same thing is happening to all of us in some degree. Obviously, we're going through different circumstances, but life happens to everybody. Whatever happened to you to put you in a sad state happened to somebody and it didn't tear them down. Why? Nobody's saying it was a great thing that happened to you. Nobody's trying to advocate for pain. But what did it do? Did you respond to it? I appreciate everybody that showed up here today. But I told you, because I didn't know who was going to show up and what or how it was going to go. I told you, bro, I don't care. I had in my mind, because I know this information is golden, as long as spit show up. I was already planning to respond to something that would have got me down back in the day. I'm just trying to give it. I was one of these. I was like a mixture of these two. I'm just trying to help people, man. That's what it is. Nobody want this shit anyway. I'll be the one with the knowledge then. I'll be the real nigga. Whatever that is. I'll be the real nigga. Why? Why nobody show up to hear me talk? The last lectures wasn't good? I know I was going off on tangents, right? Didn't you tell me not to do that? I shortened this message. I'm about to stop actually, believe it or not. Because of what you told me. The old Mo, what do you mean going off on tangents? My girl told me the same thing. I was a little offended when she said it too. But if I want to improve, I got to stop being soft and learn how to digest what's being said to me and take the good from the bad. Because I know I did a good job, but I know I could have done light years better. Why did it hurt me to think that? My paradigm. And people not wanting it to shift. But now I'm thinking we got an array of colors. This is not just these three. This is for an example. It's all kind of different colors. I'm up here on this part in life. That's why people don't understand me. Because I'm responding. You can get me to react sometimes. I'm still learning to shift from this. We'll talk about the paradigm shift next time. I'm glad you said that. That's exactly where I was going. I got it in my notes to prove it to you. That's beautiful. None of this shit is happening by coincidence. Y'all think none of this, bro. You just heard it for the first time yesterday. But people think I'm insane. I'm on this wave. I ain't always positive. I get nervous to come up here and talk to y'all. But I've been doing this all around the globe. I done spoke in front of hundreds. I done spoke in front of thousands. I done spoke in front of people who barely speak English. I done spoke in front of people from the ghetto who ain't trying to hear nothing positive. I done spoke in front of people that live in the suburbs that think they know everything. I got a message and I got a purpose. And I'm responding to it, not reacting. And I have some closing remarks. I'm about to get up out of here. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Always use me as a reference, but I ain't coming up here to brag. Trust me. If you knew what I actually thought of you, you would know I ain't bragging. I just can't say it on camera because people think you're crazy. You're divine. I just say it that way. But I like to say, now I want to touch on this before I go real quick. Even the word educate comes from educo, which is rooted in the Latin word. Educere is one, and educare, excuse me, I don't speak Latin. Kinda, because it's all infused in our language. That's what New English is, but you get what I'm saying. Basically, education can mean two things. So when I tell people I'm an educator, they laugh at me because one way, and the way we know educate means to give somebody information to shape and mold. But if you look at the etymology of the word educate, you'll find educo and go all the way back to what I said, educere. And that one means to spark something within generations of people, to have the ability and creativity, inspiration and understanding to deal with the unknown in their future. That's the kind of educator I am, because that's what I needed. And my father real, and my brother real. What up, B. Cliff? Brian Clifton real. I had positive male role models, but I still had to do this shit on my own. And by figuring it out, I not only seen how to figure it out, I looked down at all the traps that I was supposed to fall in and seen, damn, I could have easily fell in that. I was right there. My foot was... That's what people talk about in the metaphorical references when they say, man, God keep you. But some people ain't spiritual. Some people ain't religious. Some people are religious and spiritual. Some people one or the other or neither. I don't care. The message applies to all. That's how I know it's true. This is my closing remarks. You get there. I wish I had the person's name, and I'll have it next time because I like to cite my sources. But someone once said, the mind, including this, it's called subconscious, but it's still the subconscious mind. It's still the conscious mind. The paradigm is still a construct of the subconscious mind. The mind is a beautiful tool, but a dangerous master. So the first one, I added $1 million question to ask yourselves, not now, when you go home, when you rewatch this on the tube, hopefully you do, and ask yourself, am I controlling my mind, or is my mind controlling me? Because if the answer is the latter, you don't have to tell nobody, but you gotta change that shit. Because you might have a paradigm headed for destruction, but through your egoic or the way you like to view life, you may see yourself as this and can't figure out why every time you try to do this, get these kind of results. Soul, body, meta. I love y'all.